Think about the most magnetic person you know. You know the exact type of person I'm talking about, right? The one who walks into a room and instantly changes the temperature. Everyone just naturally gravitates toward them. Well, welcome to this explainer where we're going to completely reframe the societal myth that attractiveness equals physical perfection. We live in a world where society literally spends hundreds of billions of dollars every single year on cosmetics, procedures, and fashion, all just chasing a flawless exterior. We've all been sold this idea that if we just buy the right clothes, hit the gym for a specific body type, or happen to possess naturally flawless features, people will automatically be drawn to us. But when we actually look at the data and the core principles of human connection, the reality is entirely different. We're going to break down exactly what makes someone genuinely magnetic, and spoiler alert, it's something anyone can build every single day, regardless of the genetic lottery. So this begs the ultimate question. What makes someone truly unforgettable? We usually assume it's about a perfect face, an expensive lifestyle, or maybe a massive following online. But is that what really creates a lasting impact? Think about the people in your own life who you absolutely love being around. When you look back on your favorite memories with them, is it their perfectly tailored jacket that stands out? Or is it the energy they bring into the room? Let's be honest, a perfectly tailored jacket has literally never saved a boring conversation. While appearance absolutely creates a first impression, true attractiveness goes so much deeper than what temporarily catches the eye. It's the lingering feeling they leave behind long after they've walked out the door. To really understand this, we need a completely different definition of what it means to be attractive. It's not about reaching some impossible baseline of physical perfection. Instead, it is the dynamic ability to make others feel valued, understood, and inspired. Now, making this shift in mindset is incredibly difficult in our visually obsessed culture. Every day, we're bombarded by social media algorithms and filtered images that basically scream at us to care only about the surface. But the most attractive people in the world are rarely the richest or the most traditionally beautiful. They're the individuals who possess this incredible, undeniable combination of character, confidence, and kindness. It's way less about changing how you look and entirely about developing who you are on the inside. And that completely redefines our foundation. It all builds from the inside out, starting with the quiet, magnetic strength of inner security and self-respect. You simply cannot fake this. The absolute, non-negotiable foundation of attractiveness is feeling secure in who you are. People are naturally, almost gravitationally, drawn to individuals who value themselves. But it's vital to understand that this self-respect isn't about thinking you're better than anyone else. Not at all. It's about having the courage to live according to your own principles and demonstrating real emotional stability. You know, emotional stability is what you see in the person who doesn't lose their cool and throw a tantrum when a dinner reservation gets canceled or a flight gets delayed. They possess an internal anchor, and that level of grounding is incredibly appealing to everyone around them. Now, there is a massive, unmistakable difference between arrogance and true confidence. Arrogance is incredibly loud. It's the person at the dinner table talking over everyone else, desperate to make sure the entire room hears their joke, constantly seeking external validation. True confidence, on the other hand, is the calm belief that you are enough, even while you're continuing to grow. It's secure and it's humble. A truly confident person is the one comfortable enough to sit back, maintain eye contact, and actually listen. They don't need everyone's constant approval because their self-worth isn't tied to the applause of the room. That kind of calm, unshakable security naturally draws people in. So, how do we actually build this foundation? Well, it happens through very deliberate daily actions. It starts with the absolute core of your character, keeping your promises to yourself and having the integrity to take responsibility when you mess up. But it also extends directly to how you treat your physical body. Taking care of your health through exercise, proper nutrition, quality sleep, and good hygiene isn't about vanity here. It's a daily physical proof to yourself that you are worth taking care of. When you prioritize these things, you aren't trying to imitate some unrealistic standard. You're building self-discipline. And when you treat yourself with that level of respect, you naturally radiate a vitality and enthusiasm that is just incredibly appealing to others. Okay, so once your inner foundation of self-respect is secure, we look outward. We build the bridge to others through empathy and connection. Truly attractive people operate with a profound, unspoken understanding that everyone they meet is fighting battles they cannot see. They approach interactions not with a goal to impress, but with genuine empathy and curiosity. It's a massive psychological shift from "look at me" to "I see you." Think about it. What's the difference between someone trying to impress you by constantly dropping their resume and listing their accomplishments versus someone asking you a genuine question about your day and actually caring about the answer? The second person is infinitely more magnetic, every single time. There's a profound truth to remember here. The person who makes others feel safe, understood, and appreciated often becomes completely unforgettable. A lot of people completely underestimate how beautiful kindness can be. Modern life is chaotic, fast-paced, and honestly incredibly stressful. Because of that, people naturally gravitate toward those who offer a psychological safe haven. A warm smile, a genuine listening ear, or just small acts of consideration create a level of emotional warmth that mere physical beauty simply cannot provide. Kindness has this unique power that transcends age, culture, and appearance, creating deep emotional connections that outlast any initial superficial attraction. A huge part of making people feel appreciated comes down to the simple, yet dying art of listening. Excellent communication skills are incredibly appealing. Let's be real, most people don't actually listen. They just reload. They're just waiting for their turn to speak so they can bring the topic right back to themselves. Magnetic people do the exact opposite. They maintain steady eye contact. They ask thoughtful, probing questions. Most importantly, they are fully present. Think about how rare it is today to have a conversation with someone who doesn't check their phone or glance at their smartwatch even once. Being fully, undivided present with another person is one of the absolute rarest and therefore most attractive qualities in modern life. When someone feels truly heard by you, they naturally love being around you. Now, when you've mastered how you connect with others, it naturally elevates your character toward authentic purpose and continuous personal growth. Attractive people do not stagnate. They're endlessly curious about life and the world around them. They read, they develop new skills, and they constantly challenge themselves to explore different perspectives. This fiery passion for continuous learning doesn't just improve them in isolation, it makes them fascinating conversationalists. When you're always growing, you inspire everyone around you to grow as well. And that kind of forward momentum is an incredible trait to be around. This brings us to a stark contrast: drifting through life versus living with intentional purpose. Drifting is basically lacking direction, constantly just trying to fit into whatever crowd you happen to be standing in. But purpose? Purpose is a magnet. People deeply admire those who are passionate about something meaningful. Whether you're building a business, creating art, pursuing deep knowledge, or helping your community, having a passionate mission gives you a vibrant energy. When you have a mission, you aren't reliant on others to entertain you or give you worth. That self-contained energy and direction is incredibly alluring compared to aimless drifting. And tied directly to that purpose is fierce authenticity. So many people spend their entire lives trying to fit in, pretending to be someone they aren't, completely exhausting themselves managing a fake persona. While that might attract temporary attention, it never ever builds lasting admiration. By refusing to pretend and staying honest about your own struggles, weaknesses, and dreams, you build a deep trust that a carefully constructed image can never achieve. When you are authentically yourself, something magical happens. You give everyone around you silent permission to take off their own masks, relax, and be themselves too. That vulnerability is the ultimate connector. Now add resilient optimism to that authenticity, and your energy becomes entirely contagious. And to be clear, this doesn't mean practicing toxic positivity or pretending life's difficulties don't exist. It means showing real resilience in the face of challenges. People subconsciously want to be around optimistic, resilient individuals because it makes their own problems feel infinitely more manageable. It means being the person who celebrates other people's successes rather than being secretly threatened by them. It's expressing daily gratitude and offering genuine encouragement. When you bring hope and optimism to the table, you literally become a source of light in a heavy world. Ultimately, the absolute most important takeaway from our explainer today is that becoming the most attractive person on Earth is entirely within your control. It means developing a character that leaves people feeling respected, inspired, and deeply valued long after a conversation ends. It's about consciously focusing way less on trying to impress others with a flawless facade and much more on genuinely appreciating them. True attractiveness comes from your character, and character is a muscle. It's something you can train, build, and exercise every single day of your life through the choices you make. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought to reflect on. Physical beauty catches the eye, for sure, but how will you capture hearts and minds today? Ask yourself how you can step out into the world right now and leave just one person feeling truly important, heard, and understood. Because when you master that, you possess the kind of attraction that never, ever fades with time.